What's up guys, the main man here. I hope you're all doing well as usual. Big thanks to Chazard and Erland MP there. Oh my god, I pointed in the wrong direction. For resubbing to my Twitch channel. I really appreciate it guys, you guys know it. Thank you so much. I also want to say that this will be the last video where I talk with rather bad microphone quality, as I have ordered a really good microphone, so that's going to fix that. That's perfect. And I also want to say that I uploaded a video where I hopefully taught you guys a few tricks in dealing with Eddie Gordo. Today I'm going to do martial law, and I feel like I'm doing this now because I remembered what the purpose was initially of this channel. Not only combo videos, but hopefully to teach people who are struggling at like perhaps light blue ranks or green ranks to deal with or to advance their Tekken game, you know, and perhaps deal with spammers and stuff like that. Try to develop our Tekken skills, and I think I've strayed from that. I've streamed a lot lately, focusing on my gameplay. Let's focus on you guys who maybe are struggling with capos and law. So yes, today I'm going to talk about Mr. Martial Law, who's a classic Tekken character. He's been in there since Tekken 1, you know, with King, Paul, Kazuya. He's that old, he's a badass, I really like him. He's obviously based on Bruce Lee. He's one of the most loved Tekken characters, and it's for a reason. He is really, really cool. And I myself, I think he's cheesy, but I play with him myself from time to time. It's just so much fun to play. So you can't really blame people who scrub around with Law. It's just really fun to play. So I am here with Law, as you can see, 2 Laws actually in practice mode. So I want to talk briefly first about Law as a character, give you guys an introduction to him. You've all seen this kind of stuff. Junkyard into that forward for the free, you know, the cancel. And we have down forward 1, we have this string, we have this string, we have this string, we have this kind of stuff. Law is a character that has fantastic pokes, he's got fantastic pressure, but not only that, he's got some of the best keep out moves in the game. With down to free, that's like 10 or 11 frames, right? Counter at launch. He has the best magic 4 in the game, 11 frames, counter hit that leads to this. Simply amazing. And of course the hop kick and the legendary flips. So he's a character you don't want to pressure at the wrong moment, you know, or you're gonna get launched. So great pressure, great keep out, great juggling and combos, fantastic homing moves in my opinion. Back 3 is simply one of the best. Back 4 is great, can go into back 4 free, or back 4 into back turn mix-ups. It's just strong stuff. And of course his poking, great. Down forward 1, down back 3, 2-2, back 4 as mentioned. Back 2 on its own, or back 2 into junkyard, or some other follow-up. Forward 1 plus 2, 4 on its own, down forward 2. He has a lot of good stuff. He's very all-round. He's a very strong character. But today I'm gonna focus on those of you who are facing green rank laws, or maybe yellow rank laws, and somewhat like orange rank laws. Like law players who scrub around, basically, or who abuse a couple of moves. So that was a brief introduction of Law, and I would say that he's all around a very strong character. Let's see, and of course when it comes to his defense, he also has a parry. That's very strong. I want to say that good Law players will be able to do what Forest Law can do, and that's to cancel stuff into his, as you can see, his DSS. That way, Law can pressure even more, you know, when strings that you think have ended can continue, because you can go into DSS. Oh my god, the miss inputs. So he has a lot of moves that can transition into DSS, but this is something you will see advanced Law players do, not lower rank Laws. So we're not going to talk a whole lot about that today. So what I would say is a according to Nobi, you should step Law to the right. JDCR says he usually likes to step him to the left. Me, I go for left because just because of this move, down back 4. You've probably seen this move a couple of thousand times, and it's so strong online. And I have to say that offline, I'm probably going to eat it. I'm probably not going to eat it if the Law player during the match conditions me into blocking it. He runs up and goes for this like all the time. Then I'll probably be able to see it on reaction. But if he plays like this, you know, quite legit for most of the fight, and when suddenly he goes down back 4, I'm probably going to eat it. Unless I fuzzy guard it or something like that. It's just a very strong move, and I find that it's much easier to step it to the left than to the right. So I'm just gonna block it once. That was a failed timing. Oh shit, as you can see, it's got really good tracking. And why I mentioned this move so early is because, yes, I'm gonna focus on Scrub Laws, and this is basically Scrub Law 101. It's the Dragon Tail, and I can't seem to step it, which is kind of weird. I guess I'm stepping too early. Okay. I'm gonna try stepping it to the right. But yeah, I don't think it's steppable to the right. So I don't know for how much longer I'm going to do this. Yeah, I wasn't able to step it. Sweet. Before recording this, I was able to step it quite a number of times. But so down back 4, you kind of have to block it, unfortunately. But step to the left is still what I would say tell you to do, because all of these flips, hop kicks, all that stuff can be stepped to the left. But his down forward 2 has got good tracking to his left side, or to the left. So that will catch you, but most laws don't spam down forward 2 all that much. Now I'm talking about lower ranked laws, by the way. But this is if you feel like you have to step. And by the way, I'm going to mention a lot of notations, so please take a look at this if you're not familiar with the Tekken inputs. So you can pause that, and that's really good to take a look at, because that's what I'm talking about. And it's good to learn that stuff in case you want to really dive into the depths of Tekken, because it makes it much easier to understand. But so I would actually recommend don't even try to step Law because of this move, and because of his fantastic homing moves. Back 3 is so good, it knocks down, wall splats, does a huge chunk of damage, and it's mid, of course. Great range. And of course back 4 is a good homing move, and Scrub Laws like to do this. So yeah. And so I would actually say that don't step Law, wait for the punishable moves, because usually Law players can't wait to do down 2-3, while standing 2, hop kick, punishable, down back 4 of course, maybe they do this full string, minus 14, so you can, very often you can just wait them out, that helps a lot. So that's just what I would say in general regarding Law. But now we're going to go into some of the moves that Scrub players like to do. And first of all, I'm going to go with the While Standing 2. And While Standing 2 is a great move. It's got good range, it's mid of course, it's taggable, it leads to a huge combo, but of course it's very punishable. Kazuya gets a very easy electric. If you have a hard time doing electrics, just do like a mid launcher that has an easy input. You have a long time to punish him here. What you don't want to do is do, something like this, just poke, because then you're just going to encourage him into keep doing While Standing 2s, and you want to shut that down. So go for the big punish. It really helps. So then we're going to discuss what he will probably mix this up with. If it isn't down back 4, he's going to do a slide. And the slide, we block that, and we go for while standing 4 into a bound. And we will be able to do this in Tekken 7 as well. So we're gonna... That type of punish is good. And I can't get a jab there, I think. So yes, this is a good punish. Good stuff. Worth mentioning is that you can't low parry the slide. He's just going to drop to the ground and you don't get a combo. Very worth mentioning. Regarding the slide, is that when you play a law and you are at, beginner, intermediate laws, when you move around this distance, you will usually want to actually do a slide, or he's going to do the fly kick. And the fly kick, of course, is a high. So you'll be able to duck that. I don't know how many times I've baited law players into fly kicks. You stand at this distance, and they will either want to slide or do that fly kick. And both are, of course, duckable and punishable. So what a law player can threaten you with at that distance is forward free, or running up and doing some other move. So at far distance, ducking law is usually a good idea, in my opinion. So we mentioned while standing 2, then I went with the slide, and then I'm going to talk a bit about down back 4. So this move is a hassle, just for the reason that it's actually quite fast. It's quite hard to read on reaction, and it's basically homing, so you have to see it. And it's really hard on a bad connection. It's just a hard move to deal with. Try and learn to see it on reaction. But the good news is that, just like Eddie's sweep, he has somewhat of a crushing status, but for a very short while. You just don't want to do your move immediately after block, just wait a second. But he's punishable for so long, he recovers so slowly. I can even dash up and do a jump kick, a delayed jump kick. And I can even do a wave dash electric. So he's punishable forever after that move. So that's the good news with down back 4. And then you might have a law player that likes to do this move, especially near walls. We see that a lot. This move is -15. That means I don't think laws down for 2 will reach, no. But you have 15 frames to punish here, so that means I can electric. And drop my combo. And drop my combo. And drop the punch. Okay, that... Oh my god. Oh, whatever. So yeah, you can punish that quite badly, but due to the knockback on the block stun, you have to use a move that has some range. And Law has the infamous hop kick, of course. Hop kicks to me are quite unfair because it's a 15 frame fast move. It's as fast as a down forward 2. It crushes lows, it's mid, and it launches. So it has everything going for it, but it's only -13. So if you're fast, you get about 40 damage. If you're slower, you get 30 damage. And if it's a free bar online, you might actually get this. Your punish is delayed, it gets blocked, and you get killed. So it's a very annoying move online. And we've all seen this happen, by the way. Oh shit. My bad. Okay. That's what I want to do. This is classic online Law setup. So what happens is that with lag, when that punish whiffs, you get a while standing 2 in the face. Classic online Law. So if you don't have lag, learn to back 1 to this. But if there is no lag, yeah, I can actually wait this out often and do that. Because it's so often they do that that while standing too. So keep that in mind. But try to punish the hotcakes as good as you can. And this is also very unfair to people who can't break throws, and that's a lot of you out there. Like, if you can't break throws, you're gonna have a shitty time with Law, because then most Law players, they do this really lazy mix-up where they run up to you and they do his launching throw, and that's of course going to do large amounts of damage on you, and eventually, if you can't break throws, you're going to start ducking throws, and this is the worst thing you can do, because then he's just going to run up to you and hopkick. And the hopkick is of course only -13, and if it lags, you almost can't punish it. And this throw is only going to get punished if you duck and react to it and launch it. So it's a somewhat safe mix-up if you consider how much damage he gets if it lands. So it's a fantastic mix-up on people who can't break throws. So, as he has a launching throw, you have to learn to react and press 1+2 on that throw. And don't duck Law because of that throw. You can step that mix-up easily to the left. So do that instead if someone spams that on you. And then we have back 1-2-2. Which is a great counter hit natural combo. If it hits on counter hit the first hit, you're going to eat the whole thing. It's hit confirmable on counter hit, but it's -14. So Law gets 1+2. You need a far-reaching punisher here. So Kazuya back 1 will whiff, yes. So we can do either Tsunami, we can do back to 4, or with a super good electric, we can electric Law here. And I fuck it up. Drop the combo, but yeah, you get the point. You're going to want to do back to 4 there or Tsunami, unless you have a really good electric, but yeah, it's not really worth going for. And then we have, let's see, we have back 4 and its mix-ups, or I mean, I guess back turn mix-ups. I mean, usually you'll see people do back 4 into this, that launches of course, or back 4 into hopkick. The hopkick is slightly faster, so I think you can fuzzy guard this actually by holding back and then just trying to react to the sweep and block it. The hopkick is -13, I think, so you get 3-4 with Law, and the sweep, when you block it, always launch punish it. He recovers really slowly. Let's see, back turn. Oh yeah, and of course his 12 frame punish move, 3-4. Both hits are high, and this is something I have to get much better at. Every time I face Laws now, I think before the fight starts, what the hell just happened? Is he going to tag now? So where was I? Before the fight even starts, I remember to think like, duck 3-4. Both hits are high, the second hit is easily duckable. I miss doing this a lot, unfortunately, but it's something you have to get into your system, because intermediate Laws love throwing this move around. We just love doing it. So learn to duck punish that. And it's the same thing for back 4-3, which also a lot of Law players love to throw out. First hit is mid, second hit can be ducked. And I fucked it up, and I fucked it up again. It's so much slower than the 3-4. 5. And so remember to do that. It's such a vital, it's of massive importance when it comes to fighting Law. 3-4 and back 4-3 is used so commonly by beginner and intermediate Laws. And of course his legendary Junkyard. This move. So Junkyard is a fantastic string if you don't do the right thing and shut it down. It's going to be safe on block and he's going to go into a mix-up. And I did the DSS cancel there really slowly, but he can really quickly go into a mix-up there. So the only thing you can do versus this string to shut it down is a low parry. Like that. And this is also one of these cases where you just have to learn to do this. You have to low parry that shit, or is just going to go and throw really strong mix-ups at you all day long. You have to shut down the Junkyard. A very, very common string. And then we have the down, forward, 3-4. And we can do down for 3-3-3. This is also something you see. Bob has a similar string, and I see this string a lot from, I mean, most law players. And this is of course duckable, and you get a full launch if you duck that move. And of course, I think the down for 3 has a very unique animation where I recognize this move every time and duck it. And I actually always duck it. I know there's this variation where you can go into the flip, and if I duck that, it's a mid, of course I'm going to get hit. And if you block that, you have a launch punish. But I always duck, because if he does the high version, the free, I get a launch. I get a massive reward. But if I eat that mid, I only eat 30 damage. So the risk reward is in my favor, so I duck. Unless, of course, he does it all the time with the flip, and I'm going to block the flip, of course. And the last move, actually, I want to mention is the 4-3. This move. So this move annoys a lot of people because they think it... Why does he tag? Fuck me. So fucking bugged. Okay. So this move annoys a lot of people because they think it works as all of his other flips and think, oh my god, I get a launch punish. But no, it's completely safe. It's actually good on block. You don't want to, after that flip has landed, you don't want to try and interrupt law because you're going to get counter it. But what you can actually do here is super easily jab him out of it. And most laws that use this move, they spam it quite a lot. So just try to react to it and jab him out of it. And you actually have so much time in between the kick and the flip that I can do this. Oh my god, if I don't drop the input. Okay. My god, I'm a noob. I'm trying to play at a very slanted angle with the TV. Okay, that's what I wanted. Thank you. Not that hard. So what I wanted to say is that you have so much time that you can just... I can do a 4-3 in his face. And if I do a back 4, that's 14 frames, we trade. So 13 frames will, I guess, go through. Yeah, up to 13 frames. So you have a lot of time to go through there. So yeah, you can easily shut it down if you have someone who spams that. Okay, so that's all. Those were all the moves I wanted to bring up. So hopefully you can deal with law. Down back 4 is a big problem, especially online. It's just such a good move. Try and learn to react to it and react to it. And if you have a laggy match, I can't with good conscience say duck against law. Never duck versus law. Try to step to the left unless he does a lot of homing moves. Try and keep some distance between you and law. Hopefully he whiffs moves that you can whiff punish. But only start ducking law if he does down back 4 a lot, like all the time. And try and learn to break throws. You have to break his launching throw. But law, great pressure, he has great keep out moves, so don't rush him needlessly. Wait for the law player to do moves you can punish, because he's quite punishable, law. So that's it for me and law. I hope someone learned something out there and that you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.